Dad.
Huh?
Dad, I really don't know what race to pick. Like, why
Now's
is
not the time.
not the time?
No.
And her mic is really loud.
Her mic is loud?
I think overall you guys are loud.
Okay. Noted. Pointing right at you, so maybe I should just pinpoint it down a little bit. I make that motherfucker go down. They're almost back. I promise. I probably should have the mics muted because people are watching. Shh.
It's hot.
All right. Get your waters, get your everythings. Oh my God.
Why is the chips over there?
I don't know. The mics are hot.
Oh.
Get a paper towel and just take some. Take a paper towel, just take some so you're not crinkling the bag.
Okay. You know what I need?
To sit. Yeah, I need one too.
Nice tea.
I'll take a fizzy water.
Okay.
I'll take a fizzy water too, please.
I was actually gonna just say caffeine, but I remembered I left the water bottle over here. It's good.
Would love for you to sit down. We're gonna go. Gonna go.
Fizzy bump, please.
They're gonna go.
Dad, do you want something?
Yes.
Okay, gonna go. 3. Okay. Alright, we're live. I can't help anymore. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're House Tilvic Gaming. And this is a more, thanks, casual event we're doing tonight. Tonight, we're running our Session 0 for an upcoming campaign, Vecna, Eve of Ruin. Yeah. Hey, sit down.
Dun dun
Dun dun dun.
dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. To my upper right hand side, we've got Brionosiraptor, or Brino, or Brian, as his government name is given to him. To my other right, we have Professor Green.
Green.
And below me at the table, I've got the former DM of the previous campaign. Okay, so the active DM of the other campaign. Meg Marie. Brienne Rose. And Dinah May. Now, introductions aside, we're here to get down and busy. Let me get my notepad. Because I gotta take some notes.
It might help.
Particularly to establish dominance.
Okay, then.
Okay then. There we go. Not so many people do session zeros. I think they should be broadcast. I think they should be live. I think that they should be out there in front of the viewers to see what session zeros look like on a normal campaign for funsies. Like, how does a build go? And everyone does it a little bit different. So what we're doing tonight is we're going to discuss just a smidge on what to expect for the next major campaign we're running. For starters, this is a high stakes, you're gonna die campaign. You're gonna start around level 10 and quite possibly make your way up to 20. Possibly. Now, I've read through it. There's a lot of good things here. And it turns out one of the previous suggestions I made to this group in particular for this campaign was whether or not we wanted to do something completely wild and different and roll multiple different characters and kind of have a gauntlet of like, oops, I died. But that's okay because we have a backup character ready to go, and we just plan on multiple different characters coming in throughout the campaign. But then at the end, we kind of figure out if they all survive, which ones get to succeed and move forward. So here's the deal. I read through that, and while that's such a great idea, it's going to be interesting to execute. Now, I still can. I can make that happen. It's just going to be a lot of tweaking. So we can roll that route, or option B, y'all roll 3 characters, but pick the one you want to start with. And the reason why I say that is because I am not joking. This is a high stakes game. You might be able to resurrect, you might be able to bring each other back, you might find a scroll or two. There's no telling what will happen. I can tell you that out of the gates, it's going to get interesting fast. Real fast. Not every situation... Sorry, go ahead.
Question. So are we? They're not gonna be like super lore rich characters? I'm guessing?
No, they fucking should be, and I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, they need to be, and I'll tell you why. But ultimately, every scenario you're going to encounter is going to be met with your choice, really, of whether you want to combat your way through it or not. This is action-packed. This is heavy-hitting. When we ran our first campaign in Strahd and you guys started to gain traction, there were moments when you were just going fight after fight after fight, and you guys admittedly, like, that was exhausting. Yeah, it can be. Your characters are exhausted. Everyone's tired. This ain't any different. Now, I can tell you, you're going to have a pretty cool safe house to chill at. You're going to have a nice location to kind of like bunker down, rejuvenate, rest, plan. It's where you're going to get your next set of instructions, right? I'll give you a little bit of what's going on. So, your characters are heroes. They are existing heroes. Heroes from wherever you hail from. Now, it's your choice if y'all know each other or not. We can go down that road. You guys absolutely know each other. You're an established group. Now, you do it that way. Oh, yeah. Stakes are really up there. But even if you don't do that, and you come in as veterans, you know, I've worked with the party before. Yeah, I've been here before. Yeah, I know what to do. I'm cocky, or I've got experience. And I know not to lose you. I know not to do this. I know not to do that. You're going to come in with a character who knows what to do. Because you've been hailed. You're heroes. You're winners. You guys come in and you are, without a doubt, unanimously celebrated in your hometowns. That's the whole point of this. So, we can start in my fairyland world of Mavensward. We can start in wherever you want. So these characters that you guys come up with, tonight we're not really necessarily, we can hash out as much of the backstories you want, any ideas you have, we can all talk about it. And if there's things that you want to kind of keep a little bit close to the vest so that we can bring to the table later, we can. Option C, whether you know each other or not, whether you want to roll multiple characters all at once and have everybody like a Pokemon gauntlet, or have characters on backup because you might fucking die. You can also, and I'll allow it, bring in your campaign 1 characters.
Yay! Oh wait, not mine.
Oh no, including Kenpachi.
Ooh.
You have the option to bring in your campaign 1 characters. Because they're
I think
established.
everybody else should be able to. I don't know if I would want to bring in any.
It doesn't have to be unanimous, by the way.
Yeah.
Shit. Shit.
Wicker. Circle of Blight.
Right?
That's the downside. In this instance, because those characters are currently mine, because those characters you relinquished, and that was the agreement we made at the end of the campaign, I will hand them back to you with the caveat that they're going to enter this world scarred. So, we can negotiate, we can discuss what that means, we can talk about an oath of vengeance, Jikiden, we can talk about a rogue with different background, not a different background, with different skill sets. We can talk about a different kind of bard, possibly even one who decided to take up knowledge of swords, so we can utilize the School of Swords. Is that right? Yeah. So you can be a lot more pokey, stabby, stabby, while still playing instruments. So, tonight's the night. We mull it over. We make new characters or not. Regardless, you guys have a link I sent in Discord. So go ahead and utilize that link. That is a new campaign setting. You guys can toss in, make a character right then and there, nice and fresh, and you can toy with it, mess with it, whatever. But remember, your character starting level is 10. So this can get pretty juicy pretty quick. And considering that nothing's off limits, everything should be available to you. Since we're utilizing D&D Beyond's online toolset, if there's something missing that you need to see or you would like to utilize in this campaign, let me know and I will make that purchase so that you guys have access to it. So you don't have to buy it, but I will, and that way you have everything you need. So I can add it to that repertoire of stuff.
I see all the races available. It looks like so.
There should be quite a bit, but there might be a subclass or two on a source book that I just don't have yet. So if there's something you're thinking of or you read about or you heard like, oh, I really want to do this, and you don't see it, tell me.
There's, I mean,
Does the Eva Ruin have new races at all?
What was that?
He's very quiet. Let me look.
I was building a Kenku. I don't see Kenku under your options here.
I may not have it.
and I see Kenku.
You see Kenku?
Yes, I see it.
Yep, me
Where?
too. I was gonna build a
Kenku
Kenku as
Legacy
well.
and Kenku.
Everything is shared.
Yeah, I have everything from Mordekainen.
Yeah, that's.
I don't see it.
For the sources, one of them, the only one that's off is non-core D&D content. What does that mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, just at the home, because I haven't looked through the races yet. I'm looking at the home because I forgot what to turn on and off.
I don't. I'm sorry, I don't follow.
So
She's talking about the
character preferences, sources, homebrew, magic,
Turn
Eberron,
everything
non-core.
on. Turn everything on.
Everything, got it.
Turn everything on.
What about the partnered content?
Everything.
Rick and Morty?
Everything. I don't have Rick and Morty, but just turn it on. Won't hurt. You never know when I get spicy and I want to use a monster from Rick and Morty and just make it work and homebrew it for our campaign. I legit mean it.
I believe you.
Why are they so quiet?
Hello?
Yeah, you're fine now, Brian, but
Hello?
yeah.
Ryan is quiet.
Brian, how do I sound to you?
You're a little soft.
Soft.
Yeah, can you get hard for us? Can you make it harder? It's way too soft. Honey, we
This
mean
is
the
what I
volume.
say.
Brainy, we mean the volume. You good there, kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand you're a teenager and your brain wanders like a fly in the wind. Just, we're good.
Well,
But that's what I see. I don't see Kenku.
Yeah, Mordenkainen's turned on.
So I had that same problem with not being able to find a lot of the races.
If you go in,
And what I did is, I had, and I have no idea how this works, but I had created a character, and then I went to join, I went to join in the campaign, chose that character, and then I had all the race options.
yeah, you have
It was a
to
blank character too.
you have to go into the campaign and then create a
Yeah.
character.
Brian, are you?
Yeah, so I did that. And I did create a new character in the campaign, and that's all the options I got.
But everyone else can see Kenku as an option?
And what I did is, again, what I did is I already
Yeah.
created
Yeah.
a character before entering the campaign. Everything was blank.
Oh yeah, it will be because you don't have the content. I do.
Right, and then I joined the campaign, and then everything was available.
Alright, so I'm in the campaign right now, and I'm doing a brand new character, and I don't see the options.
But you do see all the other character options, right?
Whatever I posted in the chat, that's what I see.
Whatever you posted in chat. Let's look at that.
So like 1/5 of the options.
Yeah.
The fuck? I wonder why. I'm looking right now. Share all. Share all.
Funny because I have a character that I was working on as a Kenku, and I have that under my characters, but I can't even move that to the campaign.
Broken, bro. Let's see if I can break it for you.
Okay.
Wait, I have an idea.
I'm in here as a. I'm on his page as a DM. I fucking see everything.
Yeah, you see my one
I was
Kenku
gonna
that's
say-
sitting there?
No. I can't. So no. I don't see your characters. I see
Oh.
the one in my campaign. So
Yeah.
I'm selecting Kenku right now.
Okay.
So now that I've selected it, go ahead and refresh to see if it updated for you,
Okay.
and let me know if that worked.
Yeah, it looks like updated.
That's
Let me try editing it.
yeah, that's really weird.
Let me try to change race a lot.
Yeah.
And it's grayed out for me to pick.
But it accepted that I gave you the Kenku.
Yes.
Weird.
Let me try switching it back and forth.
Is it a friends thing?
I don't know. Change race again. Yeah, so I changed race and Kenku disappeared.
No Kenku for you.
Delete. I'm removing your character.
Okay.
You're not welcome here.
Okay. Bye.
Get the fuck out of this shit. Try that link one more time. Start from
Okay.
scratch. I removed that instance.
Create a character. Alright. Same thing.
I'm resetting the invite link. Okay, go ahead and drop what you're doing. Oh, it's in my... Hang on, I'm removing it. Again.
Dear Father / DM. Can there be 2 Kenkus in the party? I had already thought of that, and then he said he wanted to be a Kenku.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Burps.
Herbs.
Will they sit in trees and squawk at each other?
No, the only way they can talk is
Yeah, same thing. I'm looking online to see what's wrong.
They
The
mimic
hell?
everyone. That's the only way they can talk. They can't talk any other way.
You're not my friend, Brian. Get out of here.
Bye. Check my entitlements apparently. Let me see. Hold on.
This wasn't a problem before.
Oh, I know. I had a character that was working with it. Kenku, so.
I don't mind. I mean, look, bottom line, having 2 Kenkus is great because it's twice the fun killing you. I know you think I'm joking. I'm not.
I know.
So weird. All right. The question was, is there anything new? Let me look. There is not. What?
Just some Dragonborn because of the wild mount stuff.
What?
Races?
In Vecna?
Oh, for Vecna. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I meant since the last time we were creating characters. I apologize.
Oh, you guys should have a lot of new stuff that you've not seen before from me.
This is all stuff I've seen before.
You're in there often enough to look through it.
Oh.
I can't say the same for everything. Well, at least not for Meg Marie over there.
I've been so focused on Dragonlance.
Well, yeah. You got a busy ship.
Yep. I don't know what I want to play.
Do we even have questions going? Are we just gonna sit around and have?
Oh, I'm just trying to figure my shit out.
No, I know you.
I'm just looking at all the options.
Yeah, I'm looking too. I'm looking at the air genet.
One thing I want you to do when it comes to your stats, go ahead and do the point buy system. You can just put them where you want, buy in your points where you want them. You don't have to do a standard array.
Okay.
Standard array kind of says this is what's going to be. It doesn't change anything really, ultimately in the end. In some cases, it kind of handicaps you. But if you want to build something super strong and you want to start out at level like with 20 whatever at 11 or 10, and that's fine. Or you want some way of getting yourself AC 24, that's fine. Like, do it. I'm telling you, without a doubt, you guys are going to have a problem. So,
Okay.
like, build whatever you want.
So the test campaign, I see everything.
I don't understand point buy.
It's like Fallout. Think of it like the beginning of Fallout when you're picking your points.
Oh, okay.
That's literally how it works.
I think intelligence would be wrong. Wait, what are the negative numbers?
If there's anything different with my account for the test campaign than even ruin.
That's adding
I'm looking.
points, which means minus 4 points. That's so like Fallout.
Okay, I understand now. Thank you.
Five players, Dungeon Master, Content Sharing enabled. View campaign.
Oh. A fun little thing about the.
I'm looking at the settings on the test campaign. Content management. Everything's turned on. Oh, I blocked Curse of Strahd. Whoops. Okay. Everything's turned on.
Too many options.
So weird.
So I'm looking at the air genasi, but
Air Genasi, that's good.
yeah. One of the racial traits though is unending breath. You can hold your breath indefinitely while you're not incapacitated.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Should I look up Pinku ability scores?
Oh, there's so many different builds out there.
Okay, now it's working.
Huh? I really like this
It's finally
I
working.
guess I'm good now. Sure.
Well, you're welcome.
So I
Thank
needed
you.
this,
Yeah. Oh yeah. You bet, buddy.
wisdom. I needed that.
What are you playing?
I'm not sure yet, but it's gonna be something related to magic.
Dinah,
Yeah.
what class?
That's what I'm picking right now, but it's gonna.
That's what you guys should all be talking about together.
Okay.
Doing a Kenku Astral Monk.
Whoa.
I'm going to be doing something more related on the magic side. I'm just not sure yet. I'm thinking a cleric.
Where's the Kenku from?
I don't know.
It just spawns. Someone's. Wait, if someone.
What'd you just say? Kenku cleric?
Yeah.
So you understand Kenku learn to speak
By mimicking.
By mimicking, right?
I
It doesn't mean you can't think. It doesn't mean that you don't have independent thoughts. You don't speak what everyone else speaks, the languages you speak, without having heard it first. So,
The Kenku is like the ultimate echolalia.
yeah. Kenku is echolalia.
Okay,
I
so
was
I
thinking-
wouldn't be able to cast spells.
You can
Let's
cast
see,
spells.
but-
Specifically, you write that into your backstory. So your backstory would be like, oh yeah, I'm a Kenku, but I'm a cleric. How did you learn to do that? Oh, raised in a monastery, or raised in this, and raised in that. And the religion is blah, blah, blah. So you have to find a god that you care about. One that works for this campaign setting.
Ah.
So something
okay.
like that, I imagine,
So
you
cleric.
could say that the
casting spells
Kenku
at people,
watched other
and so you
clerics
just have
and
this
learned the spells
thing
and was able to
floating at
cast
you
the
that
spells
same
because
range.
they were someone's friend or a servant of whatever, whatever god you choose as a cleric. Now, clerics, there's a lot of subclasses there. So there's a lot of variety of clerics. So you have to kind of think about what kind of cleric do you want to play. Clerics are important. You can make a nasty hitting damage dealing cleric. But you'd be a little bit limited on some of your other spells. So you have to think very carefully. What do you want to do and why? And what is the ultimate goal?
Okay.
That's what you're after.
What are you thinking, Ryan?
So I want to build a character like Guts from Berserk. So like a Paladin Warlock multi-class.
Just a fighter.
No, he's not.
Paladin, Warlock, multi-class. Oh yeah, make sure you guys turn on optional class features and customize your origin. That's important too. Advancement type will be milestone. I don't care about XP points and none of that stuff. I'm very much a fan of milestone. Your hit point type will be, if you guys want, we can roll for hit points instead of being fixed. So they're automatic every time you level. Instead, you roll. And what you get is what you get. You get really lucky or really unlucky. Fixed is an average of what those rolls are, and it just automatically gives you the average. So if you get a D10 for a hit point, or for a hit die, and you roll a 1, you roll a 1. But if you roll a 10, you get 10 extra hit points. So you could really build up those hit points, or you could have a shit roll. So a lot of people play it safe. I personally, I say we roll manual, but I'll let the table decide.
What are we doing for advancement type? Milestone or XP?
That advancement is milestone.
And then hit point type you just talked about is manual?
It's up to you
I can do
guys.
it. I'm down for that.
Yeah, manual.
That's 2 for manual.
Manual sounds fun.
Okay, it's in.
Gambling on your health.
That's exactly correct. Encumbrance type, yes, that's going to be on. Ignore coin weight, yes. You guys can do what you want with character privacy. Now, I'm going to take a look at a couple things. you Kenkus?
I'm making a half elf.
Okay.
A drow half elf.
That's what I was thinking.
Nice. Drow half elf rogue. Okay. I have one rule at this table. We're gonna establish this right now.
What's that
Okay.
do?
No emo sad boy shit.
Okay.
What?
Y'all can have a tragic backstory. You're not allowed to be that whole like we've had a Jordan. We've had 2 Jordans. We ain't doing no 3 Jordans.
I promise.
So you want the tragic even your rogue had a tragic backstory, but your character wasn't tragic. That was the
Right.
important part. So all good. We ain't doing no loner shit. You guys are veterans. You're gonna work together. Like yeah,
You always try to look on the bright side.
that's great. I'm just making sure we're all abundantly clear on that.
Right.
Like I will not budge. It's just kind of annoying to work with.
Look on the bright side. That person is probably rich, and we could probably pickpocket them.
Ooh, shiny. I'm having trouble finding gods for D&D. Are you able to help me?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're doing this for. That's what Session Zero is all about.
Oh, hi, Buggy. Hi, Pugsy. Hi, Pugsy.
So I want to make sure we're clear on this. Kenku have expert duplication. You read this?
Yeah.
Okay, and you know about the Kenku recall.
Yes, I read it once, but I need to read it
You have
again.
proficiency in 2 skills of your choice.
Okay.
Moreover, when you make an ability check using any skill in which you have proficiency, you can give yourself advantage on the check before rolling the d20. You can give yourself advantage in this way a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. And you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. That's pretty good. And mimicry is amazing because you can just mimic sounds that you hear.
Yep.
I wonder, would Kenkus have like a proficiency in animal handling? Because they're an animal, technically.
Or it will scare
They
off all
could.
the animals because what is that?
What is that noise?
Bucky.
The puppy.
Easter buckles. So, the air genasi have one of their things mingle with the wind. At 5th level, which we'll be starting past that, you can cast a levitate spell
I'm gonna kill the music.
without requiring a material component.
I don't think we need the music.
So you can cast it once a day.
Say that again.
I'll be able to cast the levitate spell with.
Start from the beginning.
Okay, so the air genasi have a trait called mingle with the wind.
Okay.
So a few things. You know the shocking grasp cantrip. You can cast featherfall without a material component, and you can cast levitate without a material component.
Okay.
Whichever one you cast minus the cantrip, you can't cast it again until you finish a long rest. But levitate. Imagine they start levitating, and as a sorcerer, just start throwing magic down at the enemies. Like just
What class were you thinking?
sorcerer maybe, because that would be the best for what I was thinking. Or like, I like playing ranged.
That's fine.
So, yep.
Sorcerer, cleric, rogue, paladin, warlock,
Astral monk.
astral monk. I need to look that up. Actually, I don't know much about the astral monks. The heck is an astral monk?
They can increase their reach with like astral projection of their fists, so extra 5 feet.
And you said we start at 10?
Oh, you start at 10.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad. Hey, DM.
What is Spare the Dying?
Hey, DM.
Sorry, hey, DM. What does Spare the Dying do?
if someone would, is this the right one? If someone's on the brink of death, they're no longer on the brink of death. Meaning, if someone goes down and they're in their death saves, you touch them and they're no longer in death saves. They're still down. They would still need to be healed, but they don't die.
Okay.
I think I have that right. It's been a minute.
Be back in 5 minutes.
Okie dokies. Sounds good.
Oh, cool.
So,
What does Shield of Faith do?
how did that happen? Cleric spell Shield of Faith. It grants +2 AC to creature of your choice within range.
Okay.
And it's a duration. It's a concentration spell. So one big thing about clerics is they got a lot of concentration spells,
Right.
and you can't have 2 concentration spells up at once. So you have to be very methodical about who you're going to assist or what you're going to do with that concentration spell. There's other spells you can cast as long as it doesn't interrupt your concentration.
Okay.
Typically, when building a cleric, you're going to want a type of creature, or you want to put your points into Constitution. And that because you're going to end up with Constitution checks quite often if you take damage. So a lot of cleric players will build. One option you can do is make sure that you have a shield, and run spells that provide you with additional AC or additional bonus to like getting missed, or if it, or advantage to targets, so somewhat disadvantage for an enemy attacking you. That way you have the advantage. The point is that you don't want to get hit, because every time you get hit, you got to have a Constitution check to make sure you can hold that spell, because you're concentrating on it, right? And it all depends on how hard you get hit. If you get hit and you take damage, you're gonna roll for a Constitution check. And if you have high Constitution, or for some reason you have advantage in that Constitution, you're fine. So you have to keep that in mind when playing clerics. Clerics are not always the easiest class to play. They're fun. They can be rewarding, but oftentimes they're considered the healer of the group, and they're considered like, you're the nanny of the group. Like, you have to take care of everybody. So unless you're not, you don't have to play it that way at all. You guys sound a little limited. I mean, you do have a paladin warlock mix, but you do sound a little limited on heals.
The Kenku is a healer cleric, so.
My dear Dinah, what subclass were you thinking?
There's a subclass. Where do I? How do I find the subclass?
Add 10 levels.
Add 10
You can see.
levels.
I did.
You get to choose the domain.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, Tordak is war domain, I think it is.
I can't decide on life domain or light domain, and I want to know both of those and what they do.
Did you read it?
It
If you click on it, it'll tell you.
it doesn't show me.
Yes, it does.
I chose light domain, but it doesn't show me anything. It's not showing me anything. I don't know why. I wonder if it's broken.
You have Death Domain, Trickery Domain, Tempest, Forge, Community, Moon, Arcana, Grave, Peace, War, Blood, Twilight, Life, Knowledge, Light, Nature, Order, Divine. Yeah, so, what were you saying?
I want to do life or light, but
Life Domain focuses on the vibrant, positive energy One of the fundamental forces of the universe that sustains all life. The gods of life promote vitality and health through healing the sick and the wounded, caring for those in need, and driving away the forces of death and undeath. Almost any non evil deity can claim influence over this domain, particularly agricultural deities. That is life domain. What was the other one? Light?
Yes.
With radiance and the power of their god's discerning vision, charged with chasing away lies and burning away darkness. Let's see if I can get you some more information on that.
Okay, so I think for my astral monk, I'm gonna move over to a Haringen as my race.
To a
Very
what?
good. He's a bunny.
A bunny.
Oh, there,
Faith.
Judy.
And I want him to be like chaotic good.
Sure.
So he's gonna be a very hyperactive character.
Okay, bunny. Astral monk. The fuck is an astral monk? You're making me work.
The astral arms of astral self. Mastery of your key allows you to summon a portion of your astral self. As a bonus action, you can spend one key point to summon the arms of your astral self. When you do, each creature of your choice that you can see within 10 feet of you must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take force damage equal to 2 rolls of your martial arts dice.
I'm seeing this. Visage of the astral elf. That's pretty good. Ooh, body of the astral elf.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And it's gonna be from the Fae, so
Bunny from the Fae, huh?
yeah. Be proficient in, let's say, athletics and insight.
Sure. I like that a lot. Dinah, you wanted the cleric, but you wanted the Kenku.
Yes.
Brian, you're not swapping because she picked Kenku, right? Are you swapping for more, like, lore reasons?
More for to fit the monk more, I guess.
Sure.
Bunny legs.
Because for the Kenku, I was thinking of more of a sneaky type character if I wanted to try it. For the monk, I want to be like athletic and hard hitting and crazy.
And not a Hadozi?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Monkey.
Oh, okay. Let me go back and check.
Their tail's prehensile. You can hang from shit and use it to grab stuff, and you can use it to, like, legitimately pickpocket. Hadozi rogues are fun. But they're like 3.5 feet tall. The chimpanzees, man. They're fucking
Yeah, I don't
small.
want to play another small character.
It's a matter of small characters. I know a
I
guy.
want to be a normal size this time. I had a freaking halfling, and I got a gnome. Oh,
Dwarf.
So we're all
dwarf.
heroes?
Well, I mean,
We are?
heroes. Here's what it means. It means that you guys are adventurers, you guys are experienced, and you can all be heroes. Ideally, the idea is that you guys have been chosen for a purpose. Now, again, it's up to you whether you know each other or not. And if you decide you know each other, you're going to figure out how that's going to get coordinated real fast. Like, nobody has to know anybody in this situation.
Okay.
All right, so you wanted to light domain or
Life domain.
sorry, life or it was life or what was the other one?
Light domain. I'm choosing life domain.
Mass cure wounds and you get raised dead. That's a big one. That's necromancy. But that is a big one.
Oh my god, I get 2 languages to choose from.
Divine Strike. At 8th level, you gain the ability to infuse your weapon strikes with divine energy. Once in each of your turns, when you hit a creature with weapon attack. Okay. So you want to be a Kenku who can heal like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Okay. Kenku Cleric Life Domain. Gotcha.
I'm looking at
So
one.
you need to pick a god.
Okay.
Your homework assignment is to go through and start researching life clerics gods and find out which ones you think would best suit your backstory. If you can, come up with more than one for me so we have options, and then come talk to me on the side about that, and then you and I will figure out your god. But that works. Brian seems pretty dialed in. Meg.
Half elf drow. So a drow half elf. Phantom rogue.
Ooh.
Whispers of the Dead. 3rd level Phantom feature. Echoes of those who have died cling to you. What the fuck? Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you can choose one skill or tool proficiency that you lack and gain it. As a ghostly presence shares its knowledge with you. You lose this proficiency when you use this feature to choose a different... Oh, wow. Wails from the Grave. Another feature. As you nudge someone closer to the grave, you can channel the power of death to harm someone else as well. Immediately after you deal a sneak attack damage to a creature on your turn, you can target a second creature that you can see within 30 feet of the first creature. Roll half the number of sneak attack dice for your level round up. And the second creature takes necrotic damage equal... Wow. That's a good one. Tokens of the Departed. 9th level Phantom feature. What do you get here? When life ends in your presence, you're able to snatch a token from the departing soul, a sliver of its life essence that takes physical form. As a reaction, when a creature you can see dies within 30 feet of you, you can open your free hand and cause a tiny trinket to appear there. A soul trinket. The DM determines the trinket's form is, or has you roll on the trinket table to generate it. You can have a maximum number of soul trinkets equal to your proficiency bonus, and you can create one. So what do you do with them? Soul trinkets is on your person. You have advantage on death saving throws or con saving throws for your vitality is enhanced. Wow. When dealing sneak attack damage on your turn, you can destroy one of your soul trinkets that's on your person and then immediately use Wails from the Grave without expending a use of that feature. Wow. And then as an action, you can destroy one of your soul trinkets no matter where it's located. When you do so, you can ask the spirit associated with the trinket one question. The spirit appears to you and answers in a language it knew in life. It's under no obligation to be truthful, and it answers as concisely as possible, eager to be free. The spirit knows... What is your alignment? Because, I don't know what you had in mind.
Well, she's a half drow and kind of shunned by everybody, so fuck you and the horse you rode in on. But at the same time, drow are pretty evil motherfuckers, and she doesn't like that, so.
Alright. Noted. Noted. Now remember what I said. Number one rule at this table, we can't have no lone rangers.
Oh no, she's
Okay.
If,
I mean, I'm down with the
if
evil.
there are people willing to be friends with her, holy shit.
Got it. But she'll gut a motherfucker for looking at her sideways.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so there may be some moral problems within your party, so I want to keep this in mind.
That's what I was. I mean, I think we're
High five.
Okay, so we got a couple of evil motherfuckers here.
Hi.
I would be excited at all the action.
You'll be what?
Ryan.
Excited at all the action.
Chaotic neutral to lawful evil.
Same.
But, like, I'm leaning more towards chaotic neutral.
Just and you're gonna be rolling with a fucking cleric who wants to keep you alive. They probably don't want to keep you alive. Just gonna put that out there. Like, this is
Speaking of rolling, my belly scores. Yes.
this.
I
Is,
just rolled them.
I want to hear from Ryan.
What do we... Oh, we're doing manual rolled ability scores?
Where?
Yeah.
What?
No,
Where do I find all
No?
the gods?
no point by.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Did you want to roll your abilities?
Oh. Oh.
I mean, I want to make sure everybody does the same thing. So
Okay, no, so we're gonna point by. We're point by. Yeah.
yeah, a point by. I figured you guys just pick whatever the fuck you want, just have at it, you know, because you're still limited in what you can do.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Yeah. So I chose variant human.
he's really quiet.
Probably because I'm not going through my voice mod right now.
I already found one that I really like.
Oh, it's still about the same when I did the point by. Nice.
So Lathander, god of birth and renewal, neutral good and life light.
Which god?
Lathander, god of birth and renewal.
You and I will have to sit down and talk about that.
Okay. I'm gonna have to.
I gotta find out that gods in this alive. We have to find out which gods want to be a part of this campaign. there's a lot of shit going on in here. You may very well have a god have abandoned you. Like, nah, you're good, homie. Peace out. What happened with Ryan?
Huh?
There is a little louder.
How do I find all of the gods? I can't find all of them.
I'm still looking up what I want to make.
All right, we'll come back to you.
But for right now, yeah, I chose variant human. And I'm just still in looking at stuff.
Okay. Bree. What did you choose?
Air Genasi.
Air Genasi.
Sorcerer.
What kind of sorcerer?
That's a little diverse. Haha.
Where? Like sorceress origin?
What subclass? Like, tell me more about your sorcerer.
I don't see a subclass, and I might be blind.
Well, what is your sorceress origin?
I picked Storm Sorcery. It said something that I liked, but it's not showing it now.
Oh.
Actually, whoops.
Mm-hmm. Morning Lord is very popular.
I pressed something I did not want to, and I have to like close and reopen the character builder. Sorry. Oh, there it is. I picked Storm Sorcery because
Okay.
I just liked how that one looked compared to some of the others. I didn't check every single one of them, but I also thought that it fit being an Air Genasi. My hair is at just the right length to tickle one of my bug bites, and it's driving me insane.
You can control the rains. You can control the wind.
Yep.
You can deal lightning damage to someone who attacks you as a reaction.
I like that. And one of the
And push them 20 feet away from you.
yes.
And then you eventually can gain immunity to lightning and thunder damage. That looks like a lot of fun. So a Storm Sork. Okay, cool.
And one of the who was it?
They're heavy in charisma.
Right.
Just so you know.
Okay. Well, that's what I was putting into it. I saw that on the thing. I was looking at the feats and I don't know what to pick.
If you choose to pick, now we can discuss how this works, but if you're going to end up using a lot of like mage armor, I can tell you you're going to want to definitely utilize some of your other points in dexterity. I know this for a fact because I play this now as a main, and your mage armor is dependent on your dexterity points. So if you have a +2 or a +3 to dexterity, for example, and you're not wearing any particular armor, your mage armor is going to automatically put you up at a +2 at a 15, at a +3 at a 16. You go cast shield, you have a 21. So
And that was dexterity?
dexterity is going to be a very important stat. But
My
you know,
modifier is +2 for that one.
that's good. So that's going to give you on a shield, you get an AC of 20 when you use shield.
Okay, because yeah, I made the strength is 8, dex 14, constitution 13, intelligence 13, wisdom 8, and charisma 15. Trying to boost that, and I think I'll add to other things.
Well, and then you have optional features to add to those, as well as instead of that you can add points in those features, so that you can continue to build your points up in certain areas. So
Okay.
you have to sit down. Now that you have that out, you have to kind of sit down and really think hard about how you want to roll things. Features are important because you can use some stuff that allows you to buy into certain things. With some of your features, you can buy into additional meta magic. And meta magic is super important for a sorcerer. That's how you cast subtle spell, for example, or quicken spell, where you cast 2 spells at once using a bonus action. Your bonus action casts the main spell, and then your action casts a cantrip. But if you have a strong enough cantrip, that's a double whammy. Paired with some features you have, racial features, you can get some pretty fun combinations out of that, especially at Air Genasi. I cannot wait to see that. That's awesome. How's Ryan doing?
Looking at warlock stuff now.
Stoneware, so loud.
Yep.
What?
How to pick a background.
Wow.
I found two.
To what?
Two deities or gods.
The background's the hardest part.
I know. That's
So
Just super
Lathander
good.
and Helm, and so I was looking at what they do, and I noticed that both of them are in the deities of the Forgotten Realms.
Yep.
Lathander, god of birth and renewal, neutral good, life,
Can I
light.
have some chips?
Huh? Oh. And then the symbol would be a road traveling into a sunrise.
For Lathander, the
Yep.
morning one? Okay.
Helm, god of protection, which I really think would be fitting. Life, lawful neutral, life, light, and the symbol is a staring eye on an upright left gauntlet.
Alright.
But I think Helm would be more fitting because it's god of protection.
That's up to you.
Okay. Personally, I'd like to choose that one. Because again, god of protection, it's fitting for the character. So I really think that'd be a good choice. And I'd like to do that one.
What's Brian, what's your monk's alignment?
Oh, chaotic. Neutral.
That's pretty fitting for Fae. So it's just straight up born and raised Fae.
Yeah. So far, yeah. I'm trying to figure out background now to go with Faye. So
Alright. Key thing is, why are you important?
yeah.
Right? Question's gonna come up. Why are you so important? And who the hell are you? I mean, are you just some random adventurer? You just chilling in a dungeon and you killed a dragon one day and all of a sudden you're famous? Like, why are you important? You guys are gonna be traveling all over the multiverse. You will be in the Underdark. You'll hit the Astral Sea. You'll visit Barovia. You'll visit Kryn.
So,
You'll visit the Nine Hells.
for my background,
Yeah.
since she's half drow, I'm gonna go with reformed cultist. It's for critical role, but the betrayer gods that are part of the reformed cultist thing, Lulth, which is the queen of the drow, she's listed as one of them. So I'm going with that. So she was raised by her drow parent and escaped
From where?
the Underdark.
What does earnest mean?
It means eager.
Um,
Huh. That's excellent news. I love that background. So, these characters, you guys have all have had long careers and earned your abilities through experience. You're most likely to have accomplished some impressive deeds. So, your backstory should reflect that. We're not talking about original backstories like Lone Ranger or Kenku, who's now cleric. That's part of it. That should be like a small chapter, paragraph or two. Really, I want a paragraph or two, maybe, of like that core baseline, so we understand the driving force is what made you go out and adventure. Like, how did you end up where you are? That's what I want to know. How did we end up where we are?
I am going to go with Urban Bounty Hunter.
Bounty hunter who
is the best at what he does in tracking down and capturing what he needs to, and he doesn't really care about the reward. The reward for him is catching his bounty.
Okay, I'm going to add to that.
Okay.
Would you like me to say it out loud since we're all here at an open table?
Yeah.
Because we can all pretend we never heard it with our characters, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm trying to. I'm focused on like the ideals and stuff, so I can just.
You took side jobs as a private investigator, who, you know, for the right price, would also retrieve kidnapped loved ones, because your ability as a bounty hunter kind of really got you a certain set of skills where other people ask you to kind of, you know, expand your portfolio a little bit. So as a private investigator, yeah, right price, you retrieve kidnapped loved ones and sometimes even stolen documents. It's not as fun as turning in someone who's got, you know, blood money over the head, but it pays the bills, and sometimes it pays better. Typically, these stolen documents come from some super crafty villains.
Yeah, my proficiencies I added were stealth and persuasion. So.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I would love for you to make sure, and I'll send you a clip, a little something
Yeah.
if you want privately of like.
And my abilities, I focused on dexterity and charisma.
Good.
Oh man, we're gonna be able to talk a dog off a meat truck together.
Now here's the deal. You lot are going to be in Neverwinter.
Ooh.
No matter what your stories are, you're going to be in Neverwinter.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm good with my character. Now to pick my backup.
You know what, Brian? Because you're such an expert at retrieving kidnapped individuals,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes those on other planes of existence. I'm dropping that on purpose. So that would be lovely for you to find a way to make that work. If not, I'll find a way for you.
Okay.
There's a family of one of the kidnapped nobles. Let's see. There's a family that reached out to you, family of nobles, and they originally reached out to the Harpers, and the Harpers know of your abilities, so the Harpers hired you.
Ah.
So you ended up in Neverwinter through a few leads, due to the Harpers asking you to take on this job because they basically were paid to find someone. So they're paying you almost full price. They're taking a small cut kind of like being your agent almost. Like, hey, I got a job for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, like a handler, they reached out to you. The fee was right, the price was right, and you're on the search to find this particular missing person from a noble family.
Okay.
So you're in Neverwinter for that reason.
All right. Are we just doing regular standard equipment, starting equipment?
No. So, with standard equipment, you guys are level 10s. You guys are doing pretty good. I'd say given we're going to start it like this. People don't typically walk around with shitload of cash in their pocket. That's especially, if you're known by any means, that's a recipe for disaster or problems. And even though you can handle your own, you can't handle everybody. So I'll say for starting money, for funsies, you got 500 gold in your pocket.
Ooh.
You're in Neverwinter. That money's going to go fast. Real fucking fast. But you got 500 gold. I will say that we will, being level 10, let's talk about gear. Let's talk about gear. You guys can have, I want you to provide me a few choices in gear. Right? You're not going to be overpowered. You're not going to walk in and have like, yeah, I've got like a +4 to blah. No. But let's talk about gear. If there's something that catches your fancy, great. Let's talk about magic items. I'll allow you all to have one magic item each. Within reason. Nothing like super crazy, ultra rare, but, something within reason that will really align with your backstory and why it's there. Now, in the case of the cleric, you're going to have a shield, you're going to have a weapon. That's all there. If you want a shield that gives you a plus something to AC, sure, we can give you a shield that gives you +1, +2, as an example. If you want a mace that does additional radiant damage, sure, we can do that too. Like, things like that, or a combination of shield and mace, if it's not super overpowered, yeah, we can do something like that.
Okay.
In the case of the sorcerer, I'd say that for sure you're going to start off with some sort of arcane focus, like without a doubt. So don't worry about your components. You have an arcane focus. That's going to be good enough. Maybe you got a magic ring or something, or some magic jewelry, or a garment that gives you a benefit in some way or another. So we can start going through things like that. We can start talking about certain items. Go through the list, man. There's a list available of all these items available to you, magic items. Go through them, see what catches your fancy, see what really helps your build out a little bit, So everyone, I think, should have at least one magic item. If you have two that you want to use, if it's not gonna if you're not gonna start out being like this damn near god, you're an adventurer. You're important. You guys have come across money. You didn't bring all your money with you. You're out in Neverwinter for a reason. So that's what we're there for. Does somebody else need a reason to be in Neverwinter? Oh, while you guys think about that, some house rules. We utilized a bunch of really good rules in previous campaigns. I love them. We're still rolling on the basic crit rules. You roll a crit, you're going to end up with full damage, plus you get to roll again with the modifier. So that'll be fun times. So if it's a D10, it's a full D10 on that damage. If it's 2D10, it's a full 2D10, whatever it is. You roll a crit, you pop that crit, you're going to get that full damage. No questions asked. However, something we haven't properly implemented that I would like to implement in this game is going to be fun. We are going to really harden up on those critical fails.
Okay.
I understand you have proficiencies, but a 1's a 1.
Yeah.
You roll a 1, we got fucking problems. I don't care if, but I have a +7 in this. You rolled a critical fail. And my original campaign with you guys, we didn't make a big deal about it. We were learning. We were picking stuff up. We were kind of like, okay, that sucked, but whatever. Or, oh yeah, I didn't quite make it. I rolled a 7. No. A 1's a 1. A 1 is a fail. 1 is I threw the rock bounced and poked my fucking eye out. Like, critical fail. Like, we're talking like, I'm shooting a spell, I just hit a critical 1. I rolled a 1, I accidentally shot my friend with that. I will make you roll damage to hit somebody else. Like, we're going to play for realsies. Like, the training wheels are off. You guys are rolling into a higher level game. This is going to hurt.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Lots of uh-oh. Lots of uh-oh. There's going to be a lot of, like, I'm not... There'll be some hand-holding in some situations, but there's going to be an expectation that you guys are going to know, I know to investigate, I know to do this, I know to do that. There's just going to be those things. You're not going to necessarily have a bunch of NPCs to your side helping you out.
Okay.
There are NPCs. You will have NPCs. You will have interactions, but you guys are the heroes. You guys are the fucking important ones. What I want is we're gonna do a round table, and there's 2 things I want from everybody. I want you to tell me what your expectations are from this campaign. Examples. I would like to roleplay more and really expand more on my characters' shortcomings. I want to work out my character's shortcomings. I want to see a lot of bloody action. I want to see my character rise to the top. You know, I want my character to face challenges that really challenges his integrity, their integrity, whatever it is. Or you could just be like, I just like playing this game with my friends and family. That's why I'm here. It's so much fun. Like, I want to hear specifically, because I'm going to work towards your goals. I'm going to make sure that whatever it is you're seeking out of this campaign, it's there for you. No matter what it is.
Okay.
And when you give me your backstories, I don't care how big and how little you give me. I want you to know this right now. Your backstories are important. 1, your origin story. 2, why you're a hero. Hero in parentheses, right? Why you're important is what I'm calling it. Because you're in Neverwinter by happenstance. But things happen as it stances. It's terrible.
Excellent.
Yes, excellent. And as you guys start to unfold what takes place, you immediately are going to be intertwined. The group of you, the lot of you. So you do not have to know each other. You can. I'll let you guys decide. Make your Discord group chat. Everyone take a vote, or you can vote now and decide now how you want to work that, or you can all be individuals. I don't care. I care that I know your origin story. What got you out of the situation or the world you were in and roped up into becoming this well-known adventurer? Because whether you're well-known in Neverwinter, whether you're well-known in some other land, somewhere off the Sword Coast, wherever you're known, you're fucking known. You come from the Fey realm. Oh my God, why are you so important in the Fey realm? Because from the Fey, you figured out how to use portals, or you figured out how to time portals. Because timing is everything in the Fey, and time doesn't work fucking normally at all. So you've got all the time in the world to sit there and watch a portal open up, for example, and go, where the fuck does that go? And all of a sudden, you became the greatest bounty hunter there was, because you know how to get back to the Fey. And you don't tell anybody your secret, how you've been able to jump from plane to plane from the Fey. Example. So, I want these backstories. I want all of this. It will be incorporated into my campaign. Guarantee you that. I'm not looking to drag this campaign out 18 months. There's a lot going on in this campaign. There is a lot happening. It will take as long as it takes. We all have lives, we all have schedules. But it's going to be fast-paced. There will be time for roleplay. There's going to be roleplay. But it's going to be bop, bop, bop. It's going to be nonstop. It's going to be very fluid, and there's going to be movement everywhere. And I'm not going to sit down waiting, and I'm not picking on anybody, but I'm not going to sit down and go, What are we deciding? The story will continue.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I'm making sure you guys know that because I want you to be very well aware. Like, this is like a movie, and like, the things are just going to keep happening. Things will keep rolling. So, two things. I want to know what you want out of this campaign, what your expectations are. Anything goes for that answer. And the second thing, this one's a little bit easier. What are the no-no zones? Nope, I don't want that content in my campaign. That's going to make me very uneasy and extremely uncomfortable. I don't want that.
Same as before from me.
I understand that. Can you say what? Well,
No.
so there's two parts. So you answered one part. I want you to specify, please.
No violence against children.
I'm going to kill their characters. Does that count as violence against children?
You know what I mean. And then, I'm not sure. I liked how we've been running things, so I don't know if I necessarily need more of anything. So,
All right. So what is your expectation from this campaign? Like, what are you looking to get out of it? Or what would you like to see out of it?
I'm really just eager to see where the story goes and what we can make of it and what happens.
Cool.
So,
Don't make me call names.
I think my character, I mean, I've already done a chaotic character. I kind of want to make this one controlled chaos.
Okay.
Probably flesh out more of his background more and have it show up in the game.
I've got shit already brewing.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty much just that and just having fun with this one. Since we're gonna start off so high.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no real restrictions for me.
Okay.
Quick question though, can I activate optional feature?
Yeah, please
for
do.
my-
Please do. Everybody
Okay.
should have had that activated, so you have a lot of things available to you. That should be turned on. Please do.
Got it.
Bree? Your turn.
Weren't we saying like if there's anything we're uncomfortable with, or did I miss it? Okay, I can't think of anything.
What would you like to see out of this campaign?
Let's see. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of happy to go along and see what happens. I don't know what I want out of it.
I wouldn't say there's any specifics in any problems that I wouldn't want to see or hear. But what I would want to see out of the campaign is more like a lot of story rich storytelling, like more lore. I really like that kind of stuff. So seeing that in campaigns would be really awesome.
And Mr. Green.
No restrictions. And I agree with what Dinah said.
Got it.
To see more story-rich stuff. I'm overall just happy to be playing with everyone.
I'm happy to be in the hot seat. Do you have a character for me yet? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Ish. That's what I already said. He's there, ish. Variant human paladin warlock dude.
You gonna name it?
Not yet.
We're not there yet. I don't care about names. All right, so for the kids in the back of the class, we have a Life Domain Cleric, Kenku. Air Genasi Storm Sorcerer. I cannot fucking wait to see what you do with that.
I want to make her very menacing, just like.
Oh my god. What what was your thinking on the alignment? Like a little
wasn't-
little bad guy? Little bad guy.
I don't think. Oh god, not that song. No, it's gonna be stuck in my head. I think it's more like she's gonna. It's a fun song. I think it's more that she's gonna act very menacing, and if you provoke her, she will take action against you. But I don't think she's necessarily like bad. Like she'll help people. She'll whatever, but she's not gonna start being like, that doesn't mean I care. Walk away. Like very fast. I don't care.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Can't wait to see that.
I think-
we
I
have
think it's a
a
similar-
cute little bunny.
Bun. I like bunnies.
Yeah, fucking Bugs Bunny showing up with some crazy monk shit. From the Fae. We already have a little bit of a story on what happens here. Mr. Bun Bun is a bounty hunter who also moonlights as a private investigator from time to time, who is able to retrieve kidnapped loved ones and documents from really evil people. And that catches up to him in Neverwinter, which we're gonna get to some backgrounds here real quick, so we can kind of start wrapping up our session 0. Say that again.
Oh, I said,
Oh, gotcha. We got a half-elf drow phantom rogue. That shit is some spooky ass shit. You are a spooky motherfucker. Just that is creepy as shit. We got our variant human paladin warlock. You got any idea what kind of warlock? We're talking about like a hexblade?
Yeah. Vengeance paladin hexblade.
You guys are going pretty dark. Like, wow.
You're welcome.
We're gonna talk about that hexblade a little bit, Ryan.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some fun shit with that one. So I definitely want to see backstories. Your backstories aren't due anytime soon. We're in the middle of Dragonlance. We're in the middle of an amazing campaign, and we're not even halfway. I don't know if we're halfway through or not. I just know we got a lot going on.
It's been a while. I don't even remember what happened last.
Oh,
last
I do.
Session.
I do, because we have a session next Saturday. Oh yeah. Get your shit ready, man, because DM Meg Marie is gonna show up and rock our worlds. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to figure out. So while all that's happening, I'll be working on this back end, planning this guy out and moving on with that. So it'll be pretty good stuff. All right. Here's what I want to do. I want to hand you guys some reasons to exist, some reasons to be in Neverwinter. Raisins. I want to well, that's what you would hand out as raisins. Interesting. Jeebus, this is literally written for Dinah. How do you feel about this backstory? Character is in the service of a god on a mission to protect the helpless. The work doesn't pay well, but the character has saved children from hungry monsters, thwarted rampaging monsters in villages, of course, and protected the poor from greedy overlords. Sound like something you can fit as to why you're in that, like, you know, like part a little bit of, like, again, this is just deeds accomplished. Keep putting in whatever you guys are doing for your deeds accomplished and your history on like how you became an adventurer, but I'm asking as an option. I'm not saying it has to be, except for Brian. I need you to have that. How do you feel about adding that? You don't have to. If that doesn't jive, like it doesn't work with what you want for your character, we can scrap that.
I think that completely fits.
It sounded like it to me, but it's your character.
Well, if you look at her description, and personal characteristics, you can already see I protect those who cannot protect themselves, so that's very fitting.
Okay. You have a notepad?
No, but I can go find one.
That's okay. We live together, and this is in my head, and I know
Okay.
exactly what's going on with you.
I just named my character, and she's mad at me now.
Okay. I want you to know that your character not only broke away from this cult of Lulth, this sect, this particular sect from wherever you're from, but one of the important things is that she
Yeah.
developed her skills over time and came back and destroyed that cult and defeated the archmage leader of that sect. Your choice, if it's parents and all. Your choice. And that took place in the Underdark. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
It actually fits really well. So the personal characteristics. So personality traits. I picked, I need a dagger close at hand at all times, just in case they find me. And murder is okay when it's for a good cause.
Yes.
And bonds, I was bested by a warrior when I fumbled a cultist ordered assassination. I don't know why that person took pity on me, but they gave me a purpose when I was lost. And my ideals were reparations. As a cultist, I harmed people whose names I'll never know. I feel obligated to repay my debt. So.
Oh yeah, no. I'll make sure that that deed accomplished has been added, because I think that that'd be really, really good.
Okay. And a faith. The drow goddess of the moon. Because she's good.
Okay.
My god is Jacklop. Domain is trickery.
I'm sorry. What?
Domain is trickery.
No, the one before that. What did you say?
Jacklop?
Jacklop.
That's the name.
Yep.
You know what that sounds like?
Jackalope?
No, it sounds like the random ass like name generators they come up with for imps when you're a warlock in World of Warcraft.
Oh, the pantheon for this is also, they have a Thunderhopper. It's a Tempest and War god. The Burrow Mother. Life and peace. The Passing Rabbit. Death.
Tell me a little bit about your background.
I'm not sure what I'm doing with it, but like the back, like the thing I picked for the background. I'm not even sure if that's what I want to do with it
You
yet.
can make a custom one. You can make whatever you want. You don't have to pick one out of that.
That's true.
But what do you have in mind?
I don't.
So you're an air genasi sorcerer,
Yeah.
storm sork, right?
Right.
Hey, Dad. Sorry. Hey, DM.
Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What is a reliquary?
Reliquary.
Yes. What is that?
That's a something you carry as a cleric.
Yeah, it's a holy symbol. It's a type of holy symbol. I'm just not sure.
It's just a holy symbol.
Okay.
Could be a necklace of your god.
Oh. Because the.
Like a beaded necklace could be with a little symbol at the end of it. That you
Okay.
carry in your hand or carry in your pocket at all times. Okay. I got an idea. Bree. Oh, one more thing. Sorry. Meg. What got you started on going back to that sect to then ultimately destroy them, that particular archmage, was you began honing your skills investigating zombies. This is kind of what turned you on to the idea of why these zombies don't have souls and how they're reanimated and what it would take to capture a soul. It's like a macabre curiosity that turns you to a phantom rogue. Zombies. So you end up investigating zombies that rose from a once peaceful graveyard, and these clues led you right back to the cult you escaped.
Oh shit.
That's part of your backstory.
Okay.
Which, of course, let's talk about that. How you got to Neverwinter. We're going to talk about how you got to Neverwinter in just a minute. I just want to make sure we got the backstory done.
Okay.
You need help with your backstory? You want me to add a little spice to yours?
Yeah.
What about you, Ryan?
For backstory?
Yeah, you want a little tidbit to kind of tie everything together?
So I'm thinking if I fall in lines with Berserk, I was part of a mercenary band and the leader got killed. That's why I switched to Vengeance. And then in the Dark Descendant of Vengeance, then... So I got,
Would
across-
this mercenary, basically a fighter for hire, would you have ever worked as a bodyguard for maybe a high-ranking political or even a business figure, staving off attacks from other assassins and demons?
Perhaps.
Okay. Because if that were to happen, then on a job as a mercenary, you were inadvertently sent to Lord Neverember in Neverwinter as a favor. So part of your job, you're getting paid by one entity or group of people, a business or what your choice, and they kind of sent you out on loan. They owed a favor to Lord Neverember. They sent you. What Neverember needed was your help handling a handful of growing problems with undead in Neverwinter. This emergency invariably turned into trying to locate a group of missing nobles, because what they would notice is that a group of people would go missing and then would return to the city at night some days or weeks later undead, unalived, as zombies. And so you were hired, or you were brought on to investigate that within Neverwinter. looking specifically for the missing nobles before their turn. That sounds something that might work for your character?
Yeah.
I still need to bring you to Neverwinter, don't I?
Mm-hmm. More zombies?
I mean, the thing is like, you just got done killing this archmage.
Yeah.
Literally just got done. Most leaders, especially of cults, they're in a position of power. They tend to collect things. One would even say a chest of goodies. While going through the spoils of their defeat, you stumble upon a cubic gate which threw you right into Neverwinter. You can't get back. And you're kind of fucking pissed about it. As a result, getting picked up by the guards, you chose not to fight, didn't know where you were, understood where you were very shortly after when you were brought in. When they understood who you are, what you've done, and that you mean no harm, they brought you over to Lord Neverember, who said he would assist you in working with top-level mages and sorcerers, and even pay you in enough gold to start buying components needed to try and utilize a spell, a scroll, or even pay off other sorcerers to get you back to where you were. That's how you are affiliated with Lord Neverember.
That makes sense. The Drow society is matriarchal and clan-based, so her particular section of the cult would be her house. So she destroyed her house. There is no more House Bariani.
Do you want... It's terrible. Do you want me to sprinkle some magic?
Yes, please.
You're an Air Genasi. You're powerful. You know your power comes within. You're cocky. Arrogant sometimes. You made a living hunting dangerous creatures, even evil dragons. This led you to fighting a black dragon. An adult black dragon. You weren't doing well. You were being defeated by the dragon. Out of the ability to cast spells, you were on the brink of death. Surrounded by nothingness, in the flash of a light, you're in darkness. Instead of dying, you woke up right outside of Lord Neverember's doorstep in his personal villa. That's all you know.
Okay, I like that.
Now, friends, I can tell you this. There's always going to be non-deadly solutions to your problems, including running. Don't ever be ashamed to run. But you don't have to. What I will tell you is that every single one of you, for one reason or another... Oh, I didn't give you a reason to be in Neverwinter, did I, Dinah? Would you like one?
Yes.
You ended up fighting a sorcerer. They were mixing blood magic with their own wild magic. The blood magic were from innocents, from a small village, small town. While you're out to help those who are helpless, you agreed to help this town stop this terrible sorcerer. The thing about wild magic is when it fails spectacularly. In their death throes, you see a wild firebolt coming your way, at least what you thought was a firebolt. Unfortunately, it wasn't that day. It wasn't that sorcerer's day. What occurred instead was a massive blast, as essentially the sorcerer fully gibbed themselves and exploded from uncontrollable magic. As you're sprayed in a fine pink mist, what ended up happening was what's supposed to be a firebolt was really just a portal that smashed into a tree behind you and ripped open and sucked you in and dropped you right in Neverwinter.
Okay.
This was about 2 weeks ago.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Being who you are, you went ahead and started working with Lord Neverember. And you kind of been sort of a pseudo bodyguard type thing. Working with Lord Neverember, trying to figure out what's going on in Neverwinter. Helping him figure out this caper. You end up meeting up with some of the other random characters in the group to discover where these missing nobles went, and so on and so on and so on.
I have 26 spells.
Yeah, you're level 11. We'll talk
10.
about that. 10, yeah. We'll talk about that. So yes, all of you are in Neverwinter. For one reason or another. All of you know who Lord Neverember is because he's employing you one way or another. You've all been hired by him. And there will be one fateful night he will call all of you together. And that's where our campaign will start. It's going to be meeting with Lord Neverember as he hands you a very important assignment.
Okay.
You will discover what happened to those nobles.
Okay.
You will uncover a cult of Vecna. And when you uncover this cult of Vecna, you will find clues. And when you find clues, you'll undoubtedly follow them. And when you undoubtedly follow them, it will lead you down the proverbial rabbit hole. Sorry, Brian. Where all of your skills are going to come into play. The very fabric of reality will be challenged. And you will be sent across multiple planes to stop Vecna himself. You guys ready for this shit?
A little bit.
All right.
Be fun.
Any questions for me? I have a question for the table.
Yeah.
We have an amazing group. We are 5 of us. By no means do we need to add to this table, but the option is available. Do you want additional people in our group? Would you like to leave that door open, case by case scenario, or do you want to lock this down permanently? And anything outside of this particular campaign will just be like a one-shot with friends or someone else wants to check shit out. But I'm talking about playing in this campaign. That is not my decision. That is a group decision by all 6 of us.
I'm okay with keeping it open.
Same.
Yeah.
I think it's nice to do open because it shows how like how some actual parties would probably have people that like just might stay with them for a little while and then just go. So.
Sure. Ryan, you're very quiet.
Yeah, I'm fine with leaving it open. My friend Tim is actually interested, but he wouldn't be able to probably do it all the time. So if we leave it open, he could come in as an NPC or ones and twos here and there.
Got it. Okay, open it is. I'm good with that. I just wanted to check in. I think that's pretty much everything. We covered a lot. We got characters out of the way. I don't necessarily need names right now. I don't need backstories right away, but know that I do want your backstories. I do want to work with you on your backstories. I want to work with your characters. I do need to know what magic items you want. You all start with 500 gold in pocket. Some of you have been working for Neverember. Some of you have been paid just a minute ago. Some of you just looted an archmage you killed and just got, punted from one realm to another by accident through a cubic gate. So all of you are there for various reasons.
Also, I was gonna make her a little bit like she's, rude, but doesn't it doesn't sabotage the party. So but I want to know if that's because if someone's doing something dumb, she will probably call them stupid, but I don't know if that's mean. I don't.
Are you asking me or are you asking the table?
Actually, I should ask the table. Do you think that's mean? Because I don't know how to play anything mean. I don't.
Be very direct.
Huh?
Be very direct, I guess. It can sound mean, but
I mean, have you met Kretz?
Okay, but I don't. Okay, I just.
Are you worried about all of us at the table and how they would feel about you personally? Are you worried about offending someone or hurting someone's feelings?
Yes.
Have you met Kretz? Have you met Boboreem? Neither one of those characters are by any means nice. They get shit done. One of them doesn't even fucking talk to people in a nice tone. One of them manipulates people with a nice tone, but is truly a jerk. The other one is just a jerk.
he's just drunk.
Wow.
I mean, so this is the table under which you can deal with that. You've got essentially like a drow assassin showing up to the table, right? You got a violent, happy rabbit. Oh God. Oh no.
What? What's wrong? What's wrong?
a violent monk with a hair trigger.
That's one of his things. Hair
I
trigger.
don't get it.
Rabbit hair.
Yes.
Hare.
Yes.
A hair trigger is a trigger that requires like the movement of like a hair, or is as gentle.
It's also a racial trait I got.
Is it really?
Adds proficiency bonus to my initiative rolls.
That is beautiful. Hair trigger. So you got a monk who's kind of like, I'm here to fuck shit up, right? Yeah, I mean you're dealing with a good group of people. The only good person in this entire group is Dinah.
She's the mom. She's trying to like, guys, please.
She's just trying to keep people alive, man. She's like, I want to help the helpless, and now she's stuck with you buttholes.
Wait, so
Oh, it's amazing.
she's looking at a group of chaos, and one of them is probably curb stomping someone.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she would.
She's a sorcerer. It wouldn't really. You would
Well,
just
I mean,
burn
like
them alive.
not.
If-
She wouldn't unless she like maybe ran out of spells.
I mean, are you gonna take fireball?
I have
Amazing.
35 spells.
No, because
Yeah, but can you use them all? You have 35 spells, but how many are prepared?
she starts levitating, and then
lot
suddenly
of them.
fireball.
Well, if she's a paladin, she can do it every morning.
She's a cleric.
Cleric, yeah.
Yeah.
So, first level spell and higher, all of that would be prepared. I chose a couple to be prepared. Revivify is always prepared.
It is, except that you know that Revivify is going to require components.
Yep,
You don't start with those components.
I know.
You do start with 500 gold,
I know.
which will buy you 1 diamond that you will then have to crush for Revivify.
I know.
Oh, okay. We're just being very clear here.
I remember last
I'll tell you what. You're 10th level. I'll say you have a diamond on you. The one. Plus 500 gold. So you have the option to buy a second one.
Okay.
So you guys do have someone who can revive you. Possibly
Yay.
twice.
I have Zone of Truth.
That's a good one.
I didn't choose this one. It just came with it. Spiritual
Yeah, you
weapon,
get- yeah.
lesser restoration, detect thoughts again. Yeah. Wait, where is it too?
Because one's probably on use and the other uses a spell slot.
Okay.
Meaning you get one for free.
Cure wounds, bless, beacon of hope, bless, 3rd level. Wait. Okay, cantrip, light, mending, spare the dying, word of radiance. 1st level, bless, cure wounds. 2nd level, bless, cure wounds, detect thoughts. Lesser restoration.
Okay.
Okay, I already said 2nd level. 3rd level, beacon of hope, bless, cure wounds, detect thoughts, remove curse, revivify, sending, spiritual weapon, water walk. 4th level, bless, cure wounds.
Sweetheart.
Yeah. I have death ward. What is that?
Sweetheart.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm figuring out all my spells.
Yes, you don't have to read all your spells.
Okay.
Everyone has a lot of stuff going on. Everyone has new characters to play. So
Okay.
I can't wait to see this stuff. Yeah, this is amazing stuff. I cannot wait to see what you guys bring. You know, if you want,
Ooh.
I'll open this up to the table as well. If you guys want, I can run a one-shot pertaining to this very campaign.
That'd be cool.
Not with these characters.
Oh.
No, check it out. You start out
For the
as
setting.
level 3. You with me?
Okay.
We start out as a group of nobles.
Oh. Getting kidnapped.
You guys start out as a group of nobles. No, I love the background on your rabbit, your little monk rabbit.
You like that?
Dude, that's rad. You need to
He
use.
is
Why?
Ren Swiftfoot.
Have you guys ever heard of mass cure wounds?
Yes.
Yes,
Something.
that's a big spell.
I have up to 5th level spells.
So this one shot will take place in Neverwinter. I will say that you guys are all level 3s. So if you guys want to make some level 3s for funsies, let me give you some background. This one isn't as important. It's a one shot. But I'll tell you now, like that way at a moment's notice, we can run it. Hell, if you want, we can run it next Wednesday and still have our campaign for Dragonlance next Saturday. You let me know. I'll jump on the hot seat and be happy to run this guy for you. Give me a second. I'll tell you a little bit about it. Okay. Wait, did she run off?
She'll be right back.
Okay, I'll read this turn when she gets back. You guys will like this, though. You can have some. Oh, it's 11:47?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're right. It's a school night. Do you actually have school tomorrow?
I have to be up at 8:30.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But it's not. None of them are actual classes. It's just because it's the end of the week. It's just attendance stuff. I don't know why.
I know. We'll wait for Dinah to come back, and I'll tell you guys what's going on. But I would say that you guys are these level 3 characters. Be whatever the hell you want, because what you are is your choice right now. You're either a mercenary or an adventurer. One or the other.
Mercenary.
Sure. Pick one. And it's not that these characters don't matter. Like, obviously they matter. Like, you're there for a reason. So, I mean, if you want to make a garbage meme character, I guess you can do that too. That's your choice. I will allow it. But it's for the sake of just, this is really more for you, the players, for you to have the knowledge of this overall story of what's happening in Neverwinter. So this is like this one shot is the reason your characters were hired for the campaign that we're about to run.
Oh.
Does that make sense? So this one shot of these level 3 dudes, if you want them to be your characters, we very much can, but it kind of like skews the background a little bit. So I would rather it wasn't. I really want this to be like another story to the big picture. Come here, Dinah. All right, so you have your choice. Think about it now when I read this to you. You're either an adventurer or a mercenary. You're level 3. You're in Neverwinter. You arrive in Neverwinter. All of you are standing next to each other. And what seems to be the captain of the guard for Neverwinter stands before you. He unfolds a scroll and he reads, well, the city of Neverwinter stands proudly on the Sword Coast, west and north of Desrin Valley. 50 years ago, the city was nearly destroyed by the eruption of Mount Hoteno. And he points off to the distance. Today, the city stands mostly rebuilt. It bustles with skilled tradespeople, intrepid adventurers, and hardy townsfolk. Leadership in Neverwinter falls to Daggelt Neverember. Stand at attention when I speak to you. He is the Lord Protector of the city, and your employer. Now, the city lacks formal militia, so Lord Neverember often hires mercenaries and adventurers such as yourselves to keep the city secure. Your job is to patrol the city at night. You have the graveyard shift. It would be preferred you pair off, and anyone caught slacking will be cut from patrol. Is that understood? Good, thank you. Off with you then. See you at 6 p.m. So, you will be patrolling Neverwinter, working for Lord Neverember. You have just been hired.
Okay.
When you come back to this table and we run this little one-shot, you will be on patrol. You have been on patrol for a number of weeks now. It is just the 5 of you. You guys have a typical meet-up spot in Town Square. You guys go your separate ways. Sometimes you go single-handedly, sometimes you go in pairs, and you guys can decide. You did not know each other before taking this job on, but you've now been working together for 2 weeks. You guys are co-workers.
Okay.
That's it. And whenever you're ready, you guys
Okay.
have some level 3s ready to pop off. You can work on it tonight, tomorrow, whatever. I don't care. Just let me know. Once I know that all 5 of you have a level 3 ready to go, I can just pop this guy out at any given moment and we can run the campaign or run the little thing. It really is a one-shot. It shouldn't be more than like 3 hours. Possibly 4, depending on how things go. But yeah, there's your adventure into Vecna Eve of Ruin.
Okay.
I can't make another character.
You can't make another character? You'll have to delete one of the other characters that are held as a space saver. We'll talk about that in a minute. But it is close to midnight, and this is when we all turn into pumpkins. Does anyone have any questions at all about anything?
No.
No. Ew.
Well,
Excited.
actually, is it okay if I just wing it like the way I'm playing the cleric? Because I have no idea how to play a cleric.
Yes.
Okay. I kind of want to play it out as I go. I understand how clerics work,
Good.
and I know how I want my character to act. So,
How about you and I talk about that a little bit further,
okay.
and then we can help you hone in on what you want to do. I love that you know what you want to do. I love that you have an idea and you want to take it outside of the realm of traditional cleric playing. So yeah, let's hear it. Like, let's go over that.
I mean, since I have a bunch of characters, it's kind of really easy to make a backstory and make the personality.
Mm-hmm.
So I already had, once I figured out what kind of cleric the Kenku would be, I had everything worked out.
That was fast. Good job.
All he needed to do was put it in.
Yeah, no, I'm super stoked to see what you guys are bringing to the table. I'm very excited by this. Yeah, I think the rest of my questions are more of an offline thing. So I'll catch you guys on the flip side of this, and we'll catch up for sure next week for a normal campaign for Dragonlance.
Okay.
All right, so let's just ring this out. For those of you that have been following us, again, thank you so much for joining. We are House Tilvic Gaming. We're in the middle of Dragonlance campaign. We took a small hiatus to take care of some things in the real world, but we'll be back to our normal campaign Saturday nights, 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard, with our lovely game master Meg Marie. Say hi, Meg.
Hello.
And yeah, well, you'll see all these lovely faces, and you'll see my recklessness as a crazy sorcerer back next Saturday. Thanks. See you guys later.